Hey everyone, good morning to you. I just wanted to pass along a couple things here. It's a good graph here since a lot of people talk about inflation and what's going on with it. Well, here's a graph right here that shows the actual inflation in commodities and everything else over the year. You know, some of these things like wheat are up 70 some percent, even fuel's up 30%. While they tell us that there's no inflation, and it shows the little actual measured CPI, which is a 1%, while everything else is up 70%, and that's going to show up. That's going to show up at the store pretty soon. The other big news here, and I want to leave you a few articles to show. I've been talking about this QE that's supposed to come up, and everybody's been banking on this for the last couple months. While they've ran the Dow and everything else up, they ran the Dow 1,300 points, since just September, and every little bit of bad news was met with this. Don't worry. Oh, the Fed's going to deliver a huge QE program. Just last week, Goldman Sachs, and I have this article right here. I'll link it to you. They said that well, it needs to be about 4 trillion. This 4 trillion package. Well, today they're saying, well, everybody's had their hopes up kind of high. We don't really understand it. We might purchase a couple $100 billion worth of bonds. Well, nobody wants to hear that. Everybody here on the Fed, the IMF, maybe a month ago or so, the IMF was saying that the QE number needed to be 7 trillion. Goldman Sachs was talking about 4 trillion. So all these people were expecting this massive, basically a Ferrari cake to be delivered for Bernanke's super sweet 16 birthday party and all this, and they're going to try and wheel in a little Yugo made out of Twinkies or something. And people are trying to say, well, it's not so bad, Well, at least they'll be doing something, so we'll kind of maintain right about here. No. I don't see it working out like that at all. Pile on top of that the foreclosure stuff that's going on, and they have serious problems, and they built this market up like crazy based on promises of huge money drops onto Wall Street from the Fed, from Bernanke and all this, and it ain't going to happen. They're saying about the best that's going to come of it is, oh well, we'll continue buying a few bonds here and there, and nobody wants to hear that. Right now the Treasury or the Fed is, I think at this point, they're the number one holder of U.S. Treasuries themselves. So how does that work out for normal people? If you're famous Amos and you're making cookies and you buy them all yourself and eat them, doesn't make any sense. Anything that they're doing, and something has to unhinge here, because really the markets, people look at this like the Dow's at 11,000. Oh well, it used to be 14,000. Well, that was a super pumped up bubble, and actually the Dow at 11,000 right here represents an even bigger bubble than what that was compared to what our economy is. We're sitting in a bigger bubble than it was at Dow 14,000, and more unsupportable. So I guess that's it. I'm going to link you a bunch of articles here. Look at this inflation chart. It's pretty telling. And then look through all this quantitative easing stuff. And I've been taking, I go over there to Zero Hedge and make a lot of comments. Well, somebody asked me the other day in a message. He says, "Oh, are you Sheepdog One over on Zero Hedge?" Yeah, that's, if anybody ever wants to see, that's me over there with the little sheep icon. I make a lot of comments over there. I love the place, really. I mean, there's a lot of very knowledgeable people over there. We get into arguments sometimes, but most of the time, people over there, they do know what they're talking about. They really do. I found that I kind of centered on that as a site you can go to, and people are in tune with exactly what's going on. Financial markets, anyway, very few of them have any idea about the underlying, New World Order goal of all this. So that's kind of fun to deal with sometimes too. You tell these guys, they're not intending on pumping these markets up forever. The goal is the opposite. Just depends on when they do that. This QE2 announcement thing, it may shave a few thousand points off the Dow. That'd be something to see in the first part of November here, wouldn't it? So anyway, before this gets too long, let me upload it. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.